What's up, everybody? Happy MLK Day. I was trying to go live on Instagram too, but oh, I see it. Okay, let me see. Go live. Oh, yes, I'm on Instagram too, y'all. What's going on? Happy MLK Day. Surprise, surprise. I just wanted to check in with everybody since everybody's probably all cold inside. So I said, let me go live and say hello on Martin Luther King Day. Sing, sing, celebrate. Celebrate. It's your girl Quincy, host and founder of Studio Q, extreme Whitney Houston fan. I am also the owner of For the Love of Whitney on Facebook as well as Instagram. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. This is also live on my Patreon. And this is the first time I'm going live in 2024. So happy New Year, 15 days into this thing. Okay. 15 days into the new year. And I said, you know what? I'm going live on Martin Luther King Day just to say what's up and check in with everybody. What's going on, Pam Turner? Happy MLK Day. Yes, I am doing good, cousin. Nippy Cousin in the building. I'm doing really good. How you doing? Is it cold where you're at? Are you warm? Are you warm? Because it's cold. Listen, it's cold across the country, not just in one place, but across the country. Okay. So I was like, let me put on my hoodie and come say hi to the people in this good heat. In this good heat. What you do for MLK Day? Did you just relax, Pam? What you do? Did you just chill? Shout out to everybody on Instagram. I'm using StreamYard, and StreamYard now can go live on Instagram as well. That wasn't the case just a month ago. Okay. So now I'm live on Instagram, I think. So if you're on Instagram, but you cannot comment on Instagram. But if you would like to comment, then click the link in my bio on Instagram and click the YouTube link, and then come over on YouTube and you can comment in the comment section. But that's the only bad thing about using StreamYard on Instagram is you can't comment. But you can. I did put the link, the YouTube live link, in my Instagram bio. So if you do want to comment on something, click that link and you can come on through. You just chill today? Oh, okay, good. That's what you're supposed to do. Just chill and relax. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do on MLK Day. But I didn't want nothing. I was like, I'm gonna go live on here before I go live on anywhere else because last year was a very Whitney Houston year for me, and I really went live very often on this bad boy. So I was like, before I say Happy New Year live stream to anybody, I got to come to my peoples, okay? My peoples. Well, looky cookie, I logged onto YouTube just what's up, young, rich, and skinny? What's going on? Happy New Year. Is this a Whitney show? Nah, I'm just checking in and saying what's up. How you doing? But I am a forever Whitney fan, so you know what I'm saying? There's always going to be Whitney conversation. I'm just checking in. I'm just saying what's up. I'm just saying Happy New Year. Thank you for loving Whitney Houston. Thank you for, supporting my platform in 2023. And hopefully you'll be here to in 2024. That's it. That's it. What's up? Ain't text me since last year. Oh yeah, a whole week. What's up, Ty? Happy New Year, sir. I did say, you act like I didn't text you that day. I did text you that day, sir. How are you? How are you? I hope you are well. How's 15 days in the new year? So many things have happened, and it's only 15 days in, y'all. This year gonna be wild. It already to start off wild. So many things have happened already. Okay. But I just want to check in. Surprise, surprise. This year going to be very different from last year. You know what I mean? I will be going live. I will be connecting, but it won't be like last year because I just got so much other stuff to do, But last year was great that I just really zoned in on Whitney because Whitney would have been 60 last year. So, you know, not only did I zone in, I hopped off the internet and went to New Jersey and honored her with 6 other Nippy Cousins. So last year was Whitney Houston all day long. What's going on, Kels? What's going on, Queen? I know, right, Maya? He always got something to say. Wait, I asked, did you see the color? Yes, I did see the color purple. Did you see the? Well, you told me in the text you were so negative. Why you want to talk about it? You had so many bad things to say. Cue your friend that did Whitney's hair got her dates mixed up. Remember? Wait, wow, okay. Remember she said she was there when Whitney talked about her voice? That interview was in 1999. She wasn't around then, huh? I guess not, Kyrie. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, I have to, you know what I'm saying? I have to go and see what you're talking about. What's up, Vanessa? Happy New Year. Happy MLK Day. Y'all know I posted the favorite part of my song on King Holiday, Whitney Houston part. Listen, she wasn't even in the building. She just recorded her lip sync, okay, and sent it in. And it's like my most favorite part of the whole King Holiday song. 6-minute song. I love King Holiday. I love listening to it every year, and especially that part with Whitney. So, you know, happy MLK Day. Ty, you will continue to wait until... Maya, you so funny. What's up, Maya? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. I know I'm 15 days late, but you know what I'm saying? Your girl I've been exhausted from 2023, okay? Cue that big interview with the lady. What lady? Kyrie, I'm going to need you to get some times and dates. Are you talking about Tiffany Dixon, the hairstylist? Is that what you're talking about? And I don't know what dates you're talking about. Look, you be going in the middle. Now, what happened listen, Kyrie, I'm going to need you to know who you're talking about. What's up, Jacque? Hey, Q, I miss you. We got to call each other one of these. Yes, of course, Jacque. Listen, I hope you had a good holiday season. I hope your new year done started off right. It's always good to see you. Happy New Year's to you too, sir. You look yes, I'm getting there, Maya. I'm getting there. You know what I'm saying? But like, I only got a fourth of a tank. You know how you just put a little bit of tank in your gas and then you like, dang, I done ran out. That's me. Last year, y'all know that meme that Kenya Moore from Real Housewives, today drained me. That was my 2023. I had a ball. I had so much fun, especially on a live stream and stuff, but I was so tired, y'all. I was so tired. So this year is going to be a little different. And plus, I got so much other stuff to do. I told you I got a staff of one, me. But absolutely, I'm going to be checking in with my Whitney fans, my fellow Whitney Nippy Cousins. You know what I'm saying? I know. Happy MLK Day for King. Celebrate. Sing, celebrate. Yes, I'm going to go on TikTok a little bit later. And then you probably won't see me until Groundhog's Day. Wait, that was Marlo. Okay. Marlo. Yes, Marlo. Today drained me. 2023 drained me. No, you didn't say the wide forehead. You know what, Maya? I love you, girl. Wait, Tiffany, yeah, remember y'all said Whitney made a comment on her voice saying it's just older. Tiffany said she was right there, but that wasn't okay. So she misspoke. Then she got the cartwheel story. What? You know what, Kyrie? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. How's she gonna get a cartwheel? Maybe she got the dates wrong, but her actual story, you saying her actual story isn't true? What is this investigate? What is this Dateline? What's up, Ashley? What's up? What's going on? What is going on? Happy New Year to you, Ashley. Good to see you. Good to see you. Joseph in the building. Love you, girl. All the way from Port St. Lucie, Florida. Is that, did I say it right? Port St. Lucie? Is that it? Tell me if I'm wrong, because I've been known to screw up a word or two or three or four. What's up, Candace? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Shout out to everybody watching on Instagram. Let me see if I'm live on Instagram. Yes, I'm live on Instagram. Ooh, and I can see what's up. I see you, Lumberjack. I see you in the comments. Okay, I can see the comments, but I can't. Excuse me. Y'all can comment on Instagram, but I have to go to y'all browser. So you can click on YouTube, you know, to actually comment. Oh, look. See, Port Lucy, pronounce Lucy, Port St. Lucie. Okay, thank you, Maya. I didn't add luscious dame to the end of it. Port, what is it? Port St. Luscious. Port St. Lucie. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, Q, Kyrie is right. That interview, she just got the dates wrong. I noticed too. So Kyrie, you not that crazy. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? When I'm just coming to say what's up, and you talking about at the 23rd minute when she said this or something I'm not even thinking about. I'm saying you crazy because that's the furthest thing from my mind is the dates being wrong in an interview that I did months ago. So that's where I'm coming from, So maybe she got her dates wrong. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? We all fall short of the glory. One thing I noticed about the internet, specifically TikTok, maybe because TikTok is like, a very popular app, but people love to correct. People love to correct. And I get it, but people make mistakes. People fall short from the glory every single day. So she might have got the dates wrong. It's all good. It's all good. Man, y'all don't know how much I needed to see y'all. It has been a hell of a 3 weeks. Oh, for the world, Ashley, right? Man, 2024 came in and sat on right down and said, let's get it crunk. Let's get it started. So many different things from all parts of the world and entertainment, politics, everything. So I'm glad to see you too. But, we're going to hold on. We're going to hold on to each other and make it through. We're going to get through this year and we're going to slay. We're going to slay, Ashley. Okay? We're going to lean in on community. Q, what's your goals in terms of improving your For the Love of Whitney and your other stuff? I mean, that's good. That's a good question, Ladea. I don't know. Like, you guys have to understand, like, For the Love of Whitney started when Whitney passed away in 2012? When Whitney passed away 12 years ago now on February 11th, the only reason I created the For the Love of Whitney fan documentary, like this wasn't supposed to be a fan page where I post, like, I was never into that. Like, I appreciate that other people do it, but that was not something that, I ever want to do because it's a lot of work. The reason I created the For the Love of Whitney fan documentary is because I did not feel that Whitney Houston was getting the kind of love that she deserved as the icon and beautiful person that she was when she was here on this planet. So I created that, and I created this Facebook page to just to promote that. I had a Kickstarter. I raised a few dollars to buy equipment and do stuff, and then I created it for only for 81, 82 people who supported it, and then other people heard about it and wanted it, and so I got it to them through a DVD, and then I put it on YouTube probably 3 or 4 years later. And so once the documentary was done and I just, had all that momentum, I just okay, well, I'll just keep the page up. I'll just keep celebrating Whitney. I didn't even manage this page. I mean, I own it, it's my page, but I had 4 or 5. I didn't really start managing this page until maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Because that's not something that I wanted to do. I just wanted to honor Whitney, give her flowers. I really didn't know how to create a documentary. I just did it from love. And the Facebook page just kind of evolved. So all this that has happened has been organic. It's just evolved. I never had oh, I'm gonna do this. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Oh, I'm gonna do that. I just wanted Whitney to be honored in the way that she deserved. And I wasn't seeing it being done. So I took it upon myself to create something that fans like myself could watch from beginning to end. And in order for people to know about it, I created a social media platform. So like, I don't know, it's something I got to think about, but like, I'm happy that over 500,000 of you guys love Whitney and support her in this way. But you know, that's something I have to think about. I don't know. And the reason I interview so many people that love Whitney is because I want to get that good. I want to hear those great stories. You know, I want to hear the love. I want to hear people talk about Whitney in a way that we don't often get to hear. And she's an icon, y'all. Like, she's an icon. Like, there's never going to be a time where Whitney Houston is not being talked about when it comes to music, when it comes to movies, when it comes to trailblazing. And I just didn't feel like people were talking about her enough. So, you know, as a content creator, I already was interviewing people. So I was like, let me do this. But, you know, that's something I got to pray on and think about, Linnea. But thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Where can I purchase that? Listen, I put Whitney Cap on the internet, Annette. You can go to Amazon and just create your own. You know what I'm saying? It's not a special place. I literally just put Whitney beanie or something like that. And, you know, it came up. Eat your greens. Don't be like Monique. What's up, Lumberjack? That clip. You know what? I'm going to find that government clip too, because that's coming up next. And the government. One thing Lumberjack going to be is funny. One thing he's going to be like funny. Don't be like Monique. Monique is hilarious. Lawrence, Eli, girl, now you know you can't make mistakes on this here perfect people social media. I know. Oh my gosh. Like, man, I'm telling you, I've had a few things go viral, and the amount of unsolicited comments that I get about how to do things right is remarkable. But whatever, you know, I get it. It's social media. Everybody got an opinion. And especially if you get something wrong or dare, you know, don't misspeak. Don't you misspoke or misspeak, however you want to say it. Yeah, people will eat you up, you know, but that's, you know, that's the internet. That's Beyonce's internet. Every time I watch The Color Purple, I say Whitney would have been good for that movie, especially. I was wondering, I was going to ask you guys, if Whitney was in The Color Purple, what role would you think she would have played? You think Suge Avery? Okay, yeah, that would fit her. I can hear Whitney. Can you imagine hearing Whitney sing, "Sister, you've been on my mind"? She would have killed it. That would have been a whole new version, okay? Ashley, one of my good friends, passed right before Christmas. Oh my gosh. And my mind and heart has been everywhere. Ashley, I am sending you prayers right now. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you light. Woo. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm glad I went live tonight, and you can be here. Hopefully you can get a few laughs and, you know, get some love from the community. But rest in peace to your friend. I'm so sorry that happened to you, especially right before Christmas. My heart goes out to you. I will keep you in my prayers. Jesus, you know, whoo, that's a hard one. Sending you love, Ashley. What's up, Pooh? Happy MLK Day for King. Celebrate. I would play the song, but y'all know Facebook would kick me right off of here, Instagram. But when I go on TikTok, I'm about to put it on repeat. It's going to be on a loop, okay? Because on TikTok, what you can do is play music. You can play music. How many nieces and nephews you got? I seen you always showing them love. Yes, yes, yes. I have, let me tell you, I have, Jesus, okay. I have 2 nieces. I really got 3, but I've only met 2 because it's for my brother. So my brother one of my brothers got a bunch of kids, and then my sister and my brother have 1. So I think I have like 11. I have 11 nieces, and most of them are nephews. I only have like 2 or 3. I have 3 nieces total, but only 2 nieces that I know. And the rest of them are boys, 9 of them. Yeah. My oldest nephew is 25. Caleb. Hi, Caleb. TT loves you. Yeah. One of my best roles as an adult has been being an auntie. So you definitely see me posting them. And plus, I ain't got no kids, so I can just give them back. You know what I'm saying? But I love them. Thank you so much for asking me about my babies. My babies! Peace. Now we know that you have your own channel. Cheers. Okay. I mean, what you talk about? The compliment king. What channel you talking about? I got all kind. I listen. I'm just on social media. Lawrence Eli Green, and it was a beautiful documentary and tribute to our. Well, thank you. You guys can watch the documentary on my Patreon. It's there. It's 90 minutes long. It's exactly how I edited it. Okay, because it was on YouTube for many years. It got, yeah, I think maybe a total of like over 600,000 views. A lot of people have seen it. So if you've seen it, great. But if you would like to see it again, it's on my Patreon. You know, $5 membership for a month. But it's great. You know, it came from my heart. And I think now it's been like what? A decade, maybe 11 years since I did that, y'all. But the great thing about greatness is it never expires. That's why we still listening to Whitney. That's why we still playing, because the greatness never expires. So thank you for that beautiful comment about my fan documentary, Lawrence, because I really didn't know what I was doing, but I was leading with love. I was leading with love. Is that cap for purchase? I mean, just go on the internet and put in Whitney cap. Now, listen, I got this a couple of years ago. I was like, I need a Whitney cap. And so I just put it in the internet and boom, something happened. I got it. Peace to the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day and evening. That's why I'm going live for a King. Celebrate. Hey, sing, celebrate. Happy MLK Day to all of you. Thank God for Martin Luther King. And salute to the hometown lady, Miss Whitney, always and forever. Yes. Shout out to all my Nippy cousins. All of my Nippy cousins. Hey, Q, what's going to be different this year? You mentioned that it wasn't going to be the same. I'm working on that now. I'm working on, like, right now, it's just surprise, surprise. I go live, surprise, surprise. But, you know, I started off last year going, 3 days a week. And then I broke it down to 2 days a week. Then I was 1 day a week. And for those of you who joined me, shout out to all of you, because you guys showed up and showed out. I appreciate you. And I was never late because I was on StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? And I was counting down the seconds to make sure I was always on time. But, you know, as a content creator and somebody who is editing and working on brand deals and, you know, on several different platforms, you know, I have to be very careful with my time. And last year, it was like I didn't plan on focusing on Whitney Houston and my connection to all of you as much as I did, but it just ended up that way. And Whitney would have turned 60, so it was all worth it, you know. But I'm not going to be able to do it like that this year. So I'm still working on what this year is going to look like, Kels. So I'm just being real honest. And I don't know just yet because I'm still catching up on resting. But I'm not going to go away. That's for certain. I just need to know which way I can come, not be drained, and still get all my other stuff done. So I'll let you know. I'm not going to be in the dark about it, but it will be different. It will be different from last year. Yes, yes, yes. Imani Williams, my fave is when the producers gives us details on how many takes or if she struggled to hit it. What producer do you want studio details from? And that T-Boz Whitney story keeps me in tears. I know. And I think I talked about that T-Boz story like live after live after live. Yeah, you know what? Like, I've interviewed David Foster before, but I haven't done a like an in-depth, like an hour-long interview. Let's see, Rodney Jerkins. I would love to interview Missy Elliott just to go deep into the sessions that she did with Whitney. I talked to Little Mo, who worked with Missy and Whitney on the song "Oh Yes" from the My Love Is Your Love album. Rodney Jerkins. Let's see. I've interviewed Narda Michael Walden, who was responsible for Whitney's early hits. How Will I Know? I Think I Want to Dance with Somebody. Like, you know, he was there for I Think I Will Always Love You. Like, he was there for some really big highlights in Whitney's career. So, but I would say Missy Elliott and Rodney Jerkins is on the list right now, you know. who I would love to talk to. And because of that Soul Shock and Carlin, was it Soul Shock? Yeah, maybe him too, because I would love him to expand on that interview he did with somebody about recording with Whitney. So, maybe two or three producers. Hey, we appreciate you sharing, and we sending you love, Ashley. We sending you love. Sharice Martin, what's your favorite Whitney song? Um, The Greatest Love of All. The greatest love of all. Whitney would have been great on the Swan Princess singing Eternity, especially them 94 vocals. Okay, what's the Swan Princess? I never heard of that. What's that? What's up, Lilia Montgomery? What's going on? Good to see you in the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. Jeanette said, is there one person close to Whitney you would love to interview? I think Lori, and her name is Sylvia, has been around more than anyone. And the lady who's always around Whitney, she probably had stories like crazy. There was more than one white lady around her, Janetta. She's like, and that one white lady. Who you talking about? Y'all need some names so I know who you talking about. Not the piano player. Okay, that's Bette Sussman, but she always seemed walking with Whitney. You might be talking about Lynn Volkman, who was Whitney's in-house publicist for probably since the beginning of her career. Yeah, there's so many, there's so many people, and I've gotten to, been fortunate enough to talk to a few, but like I've interviewed Monica and Brandy, but like not just about Whitney. So I would like to interview them. Who else? I mean, so many. Robin Crawford. I would love to interview Robin Crawford. Of course, Sylvia. But if I never get to talk to these people about Whitney, it's fine. It's fine, because I've talked to people that I never thought I would talk to in a million years. BB Winans, CC Winans, those would be two great ones. I'm only interested in talking to people who absolutely loved and adored Whitney. That's the only people I want to talk to. I don't care what their title was. I don't care if they just shined her shoes, okay? If they loved and adored her, that's who I want to talk to. I'm not answering that question, young, rich, and skinny. This the wrong track. This the wrong chat for that. Yeah, I would love to interview Robin Crawford, but Robin Crawford got to say yes. You know what I'm saying? Robin Crawford got to want to be interviewed by me. Okay, so, there's that. But yeah, I would love to interview Robin, especially since, I kind of know her. I kind of had a few experiences enough to write an ebook about her. So, about my encounters. So like that would be dope. And plus we would get such another side to Whitney from Robin that we all could appreciate. But there's interviews out there that Robin's done. So Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Sophia. Well, your baby is coming soon. You look so beautiful, pregnant. I just want to say shout out to you. Look, and I know it's Sophia. I know it's not Sophia, but I'm stuck in 2023, girl, Sophia. You look beautiful. I can't wait to the reveal, till you reveal the baby. Sophia was one of our Nippy Cousins that showed up in New Jersey to honor Whitney Houston on what would have been her 60th birthday this year. I got to meet her from Instagram to real life. So shout out to you. And she's with child, and she's going to be giving birth soon. And she looks beautiful, beautiful. CC Winans and Robin interviews would be awesome. Wouldn't they, Kels? Wouldn't they? I'm going to put that on my vision board, put it out there in the universe. But like I said, if I never talk to anybody else regarding Whitney Houston in my lifetime, I'll be okay, because I've talked to a lot of people. You guys. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, tweet. Yes. Actually, she commented under an interview I did with Gordon Chambers on Instagram. She could talk more about their duet. Yes, yes, that Cool Breeze. I just posted that clip from a podcast, We Sound Crazy podcast, and I posted it on the page too. There is a Tweet and Whitney Houston duet that exists called Cool Breeze, and Tweet posted like a little clip of it to Instagram, but she was made to take it down. But that would be a great, opportunity to find out what Whitney was like in the studio singing with another singer, you know? I like that. Like I love talking to little Mo about singing with Whitney, you know. But CeCe Winans, man, she has like, you know, CeCe Winans' voice is so beautiful, and her and Whitney made magic together when they did duets. So that would be an awesome conversation to have too. Oh yes, yes, she was Janetta, Sherelle Norton. They was real close. I'll put her on the list too, because I'm sure she got some stories. And she was actually in Being Bobby Brown. Like I think they were, you know, girlfriends sitting there having a drink, talking about Bobby. Bobby. They was talking about Bobby. So yeah, maybe I'll try to reach out to her. I wonder why Robin has an interview with you since you kind of cool with her. Well, I don't know. I can't answer it. I can't answer it. But all I can do is comment on what Robin did do for me when it really counted. Like Robin is the one who introduced me to Whitney Houston um before I was on Fanatic. I mean, I asked her to, but when I snuck backstage in 1992 and I saw Robin, you know, she remembered me from meeting her a couple of years ago at my first Whitney Houston concert. And she went over, you know, with my urging, of course, to Whitney, and Whitney came over to me and my friends. And that's how I met Whitney Houston for the first time. Another time, Robin was instrumental. Actually, on this day, 24 years ago, I was in New York to interview Samuel L. Jackson, John Singleton on the set of Shaft that was filming in Harlem. And when I got there, I called Robin Crawford because I had her number. How did I have her number? Because Robin gave it to me. And I told her I was there. She asked me what hotel I was staying in. I told her, she was like, "Oh my God, we're gonna be in that same hotel." I was like, "Well, hey, I wanna say what's up to Whitney. You know, can you make that happen?" She was like, "Absolutely. Whitney would love to say hi to you." And so it was because of Robin that I got to see Whitney. And I posted it on the page so you could see that. Like when Whitney sang "God Bless America" for the Roy Jones Jr. boxing fight at Radio Music City Hall. The reason that happened was because of Robin, because I called her, but she is the one who made that moment happen. So, you know, if she don't want to interview with me now for whatever reason, I mean, that's fine. Look what she did when it counted. Like when Whitney was here, she made it possible for me to have at least 2 interactions with Whitney. And on Fanatic, y'all, when after my interview with Whitney and it was over, and I was walking in the hallway, Robin came out of the green room, grabbed me and said, "Come here," took me into the green room and was like, "Whitney, this the girl I was telling you about." Like, so I had a whole nother moment with Whitney because of Robin. So that's why my ebook is entitled Why I Will Always Love Robin. Because I will. Like, look what she did. So if 25 years later she don't want to do an interview with me, that's okay. Look what she did do. Look what she did do. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful because when it really counted, you know, she looked out. What's up, Kathy? Hi, Quincy and fellow Nippians. Happy New Year, everyone. And remembering MLK blessings to all. Yes, that's why I'm going live, just to say happy MLK Day, to connect with you guys, say what's up, happy New Year. That I appreciate you. I appreciate you loving Whitney and connecting with me when I go live. I appreciate you guys. Those who worked with her on Sparkle would be good to interview. Yes, I've interviewed Brayley Evans. She was on Sparkle. She had a small role, but she still had moments with Whitney, and I got to talk to her. Who else? Like, I would love to interview Tamala Mann, because Tamala Mann, remember, "Take Me to the King"? Like, she let Whitney listen to that album, including that song, and Whitney gave her some pointers and stuff like that. So I would love to interview Tamala Mann, to ask her about her experience. Kim Kimball, because Kim Kimball did Whitney's hair in Sparkle. Deborah Martin Chase. I've met Deborah Martin Chase before. Deborah Martin Chase was Whitney's producing partner for Sparkle. She did Sparkle, she did Cinderella, she did Cheetah Girls 1 and 2, and she did Princess Diaries 1 and 2 with Whitney as a producing partner. So she would be great. and some of the actors that worked with her on the set. So yeah, thanks, Kels. That would be good as well. Mary J. Blige was close to her, and Mary J. Blige loved her. Those are the people I want to talk to. I don't want to just talk to people who just like Whitney or knew Whitney. I want to talk to people who love Whitney, and Mary J. is one of them. So, but like interviewing Mary J., that would be just an honor within itself, regardless of Whitney, But because of Whitney, will be the most dope for me. You know what I'm saying? The most dope. I'm curious to hear how Aaliyah would have sounded on Sparkle. I think she would have been amazing. I think she would have did that role really good. And Aaliyah's voice was so different and unique. Not different, but like special. It was like soft, I could just hear her I think Aaliyah would have been amazing in that role. And shout out to Whitney for that would have been a perfect casting. Sparkle, yes. That would have been a classic. With Aaliyah, it would have been a new classic. It's already a classic, but it would have been a new classic. Maya, I remember she posted it to yup, and she said you got to take that thing down. Okay. Sherelle is first cousins. Oh, is she for real, Pooh? She's first cousin. Her first cousin is Pebbles. Did y'all see CeCe Winans with her daughter? They interviewed Gary and Pat. Yeah, I saw that. What's funny, Pat said Whitney had a Fab Five, and Pat. Yeah, I saw that. What's up, Kevon? In the times you met with Whitney, has she ever cussed? Weird question. No, but she did call me her N-word. Do you consider that cussing? She's like, this is my right here. And she was talking to me. So that's the only curse word I heard her say around me. But I've heard that she's been known to curse. Her and Sissy, okay? They was good. Speaking of Cheetah Girls, Kylie Williams would have been you know what, young? I'm taking that comment off. Why I put that on? I should always read your stuff before I put it on the screen. You so funny though. Yolanda Adams did a 30-minute interview on Whitney. I have never seen a picture with them together, but she almost talked like they were friends. I mean, they may have been. She said they look alike now. I don't agree with that. I mean, but they do have beautiful smiles. I'm like, nah, boo, no, you're right. Yeah, but everybody got their own perspective. Then the interview kept talking to Yana like, did you borrow from her? Now, that part was a little disrespectful because even though Whitney is the GOAT, Yolanda Adams is a GOAT in her own right, and I'm like, is she older than Whitney? Like, who came first? I don't know. But Yolanda don't need to borrow anything from anybody because God gave Yolanda Adams the voice of an angel. So that was kind of disrespectful. I saw that interview that you're talking about too, Danielle Jackson. It is Maya. Girl, she ain't tell you how hell to the dog. No, Whitney never said hell to the dog. I wish she would have though. That would have hell to the dog. I think I was gonna buy a t-shirt in LA when she was on Being Bobby Brown and that saying was really popular. They had a bunch of t-shirts at the Grove in LA that said hell to the no. I was like, I need to get that. I need to get that. Nah, Whitney would be like, you good? That's what she would say to me. Nah, she didn't say hell to the no. Did she really, Maya? Maya be seeing stuff that I don't see. I didn't know. CeCe's so nice, though. CeCe is so nice, so I didn't see the side eye. But that's hilarious. Yolanda, Kevin, how's she gonna say, did you borrow from her? Not that you can't borrow from somebody who's young, but Yolanda got her own lane. You know what I mean? One of the best, when Whitney passed away, I think Yolanda sang, did she sing I Love the Lord or something? She sang one song that was gospel related as a tribute to Whitney. And she's amazing. And when her and CeCe Winans sang Count on Me, I was actually in that audience, the tribute to Whitney, the Grammy tribute to Whitney. I was in the place. I was like in the orchestra pit. I was close. Like actually, Yolanda Adams was sitting behind me. When I look back, there was Yolanda Adams, TD Jakes, a whole bunch of them. Bobby Christina. But when her and CeCe Winans sang "Count on Me," man, it was beautiful. Like Yolanda don't have to borrow nothing from nobody. Girl, that was her slogan. I know. She never said it to me though. She never said it to me. What's up, Martin? How are you? What's going on? Welcome to the chat. You know what, Maya? Problem is, let me stop. Yolanda, what's up, Ron? Happy New Year. Yolanda, despite being older than Whitney, I think she is inspired a little, but Yolanda sings a ton of Whitney's secular songs. I mean, we're all inspired by each other, but I'm saying to borrow from her, why would she need to borrow from her? She was given an amazing gift, being inspired and borrow. Like, I didn't like the way that he phrased that question, because it was kind of like, I don't know. Yolanda, even Whitney would be like, Yolanda is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't feel like he knew the greatness of who Yolanda Adams was. He knew the greatness of Whitney Houston, but Yolanda Adams is great too. And what y'all need to know is Whitney loved her some gospel singers, okay? In my interview with Gordon Chambers, he said that Whitney told her mother, I'm ready to learn now, after seeing Tremaine Hawkins. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I just don't like how he phrased it. Was Whitney Houston ever a fan of Tina Turner's music? I'm not sure. But I wouldn't see how not. Like, Tina Turner is an icon. I think that she probably likes some Tina Turner stuff, if I had to guess. But, I don't know. I can't say for sure. CeCe is Detroit all the way. I love, let's see. I love, Jackson. I love Whitney Houston. She's a beautiful woman. Absolutely. And the great thing about Whitney Houston is she's beautiful inside and out. You hear what I'm saying? She's not just a pretty face. Whitney Houston was beautiful inside and out. And I say is because I feel like her spirit is everywhere. When you get in your car and you're a Whitney Houston fan and all of a sudden a Whitney Houston song comes on the radio, that's Whitney's spirit still there. You get what I'm saying? Zydeco, what's going on, Zydeco King? Hello, Quincy, how are you? This PJ, what's up, PJ? I like that better. What's going on, PJ in the building? Happy New Year. Happy MLK Day. Thanks for coming through. Lynette says, can you believe they are trying to do Whitney AI? Doesn't sound like her to me. I follow a TikTok account called Nippy AI, at Nippy AI. And they upload a bunch of Whitney AI stuff. Some of it sound good. Some of it, don't sound like Whitney at all. I post some occasionally just to see what people think. But yeah, trust me, AI, you're going to hear whole albums by Whitney Houston with artificial intelligence as the years go by, because we just in that stage of technology. So it's going to be there. I'm sure she was. Tina opened doors for Whitney and did. I mean, like, Tina is an icon, and Whitney revered and respected all the people that came before her. Like, Whitney was very aware that she stood on the shoulders of the trailblazers ahead of her. So, I agree with you. Talisa. Yes. She liked Christina Aguilera, which she also called Christine. Because Whitney ain't about to have somebody do a tribute for her if she don't like, you know what I'm saying? Whitney received the first ever BET Lifetime Achievement Award, and she had Christina Aguilera on there singing "Run to You." There's no way she would have had her do that if she didn't love her. So she really loved her and respected her voice. Martin, Whitney Houston was everything on her style. I Hate Soul Train Awards did her from the beginning. Yeah, that was really unfortunate that they booed Whitney. And, it couldn't have been from her singing. So it had to be from perception or something else, because, like, Whitney was the GOAT from the time she came out, okay? But I'm sad that she had to go through that, because she didn't deserve that. PJ says, Happy New Year and happy MLK Day. Yes, that's why I'm going live. Happy MLK Day. I'm so happy I was able to make it today. Been busy working on the funeral home. Oh, Lord, that's who you are, the funeral man, the funeral home. Well, listen, I'm glad you were able to make it through too. Always good to see you. Always good to see you. All the Whitney AI sound a mess to me, but the one that did Mariah's song ate Mariah up, I must say. Well, you know, the thing about music, you guys, is it's subjective. So something that you hate, somebody else could love. So, you know what I mean? Our opinions are just that. They're just our opinions. They're not facts. They're facts to us. But, you know, somebody else can come and eat that same dish that you hated and love it and put it on the menu and make millions of dollars from selling it to somebody who loves it too. You know what I mean? I'm going to a Whitney Houston tribute January 26th in Alexandria. I guess that's Louisiana. Will you be there? Now, PJ, you just told me about it. No, I'm not going to be there, but I want you to go and come back and tell us about it. Okay? And have a good time. Ron, Whitney Houston is the only lady that gets standing ovations just walking to the stage. Yes, Q, you ever sit and say Whitney was young? She always felt older. Yeah. I think I don't know what it is. Maybe because, you know, Sissy was kind of an older mom when she had Whitney, and all the people that like was around Whitney, like they was from the day. You get what I'm saying? Like Dionne Warwick, like, you know what I'm saying? She got people around her in the church. I think it was who she was surrounded by. You know, Whitney was an old soul, but also like the people that she was around, like, I don't know, they were legends, they was icons. You know what I mean? We going on the playground and playing basketball and hopscotch, and Whitney is listening to her mom sing background on Aretha Franklin. You know what I mean? So maybe that has something to do with it, you know. And also, you know, I'm sure Cissy Houston was picking out her dresses and stuff early on. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, but Whitney always came off as older and more mature in certain ways than, you know, a lot of other people. But I think it was because of how she was raised, growing up in the church, growing up around a lot of legends, being in the company of people who were much older than her, you know, and probably just being born with an old soul herself, you know. Krista bought it. She sang that song, and yes, I mean sang. Yes, she did. What's going on, Duranzo? Was it Durazno? Durazno from Cuba. Yes, I follow you. I love Whitney Houston. Thank you for following, and thank you for loving Whitney. Thank you. I like Dionne Warwick, Tina Turner, Whitney Houston, the queen in the world. Yes, you in the right place. You in the right place. You in the right place. Oh my gosh, Martin. Listen, that whole interview was creepy to me. I wonder how she felt about dying when he was opening doors for a lot of artists who had exposure on the show. I don't know. Like, she probably felt like it was an honor to be on Soul Train because it was, you know, probably one of the most major places to go. You had American Bandstand, and, you know, Soul Train was the answer to American Bandstand for the Black community. So it's probably a huge honor to be on the Soul Train. But what I was talking about was there was an interview that Don Cornelius did with Whitney. And I don't know why, I don't know. It just was kind of I don't know. It was awkward to me, the interview. But her being on Soul Train, I'm sure she loved the fact of being on Soul Train and Solid Gold because Dionne Warwick was the host. You know what I'm saying? So those were all great things in my opinion. In my Quincy voice, make sure you record and take. Yes, PJ, take pictures, record, and then we can share with one another. You get what I'm saying? I will. I promise. I'm gonna go live. Good. That's what I want. Because, you know, I can't. You just told me about it. Hoop baller scoop. So, do y'all think in the early years Whitney and Mariah maybe didn't really like each other? I don't think Whitney had any reason not to like Mariah. But if you read in BB's book, you know how labels BB Winans said Mariah ignored her. Yeah, I think that happened. I mean, why would BB Winans lie? But glad they got so cool recording When You Believe. Yes. You know what I mean? It was a different time back then. And, you have no idea what was going on in Mariah Carey. But you know she know who Whitney Houston was, so her ignoring her was some BS. But it doesn't matter because when they came together to do When You Believe, they connected, they became cool, and you know, they made a great recording together. Yep. What's up, Tara? Tara in the building. Hey, Q First, thanks for doing this. Second, Whitney has been my girl since Saving All My Love for You. Exactly. Third, I know Robin got you the interview with Whit. She didn't give me the interview, did she? You know something I don't know? But have you thought about having an interview with Robin? Yeah, we talked about that earlier, Tara. Yeah, we absolutely talked about that. And I was like, you know, I've reached out to Robin to do an interview, but I just didn't get a response back. So I can't do anything. Like if she don't respond, if she don't, I know she know who I am. I've tried it a couple different times. So apparently at this time she doesn't want to. Who knows in the future? Maybe she will, maybe she won't. But what I was saying about earlier in regards to that is, you know, when it really counted, when it was connected to me having an encounter with Whitney Houston, Robin made that happen. I don't think she made the MTV thing happen unless you know something I don't know. But she made my first encounter with Whitney happen. And on this day, 24 years ago, when I was in New York to do something else, I called Robin, and it was because of Robin that I got to connect with Whitney again. So I'm just saying, if that's where my story ends with Robin Crawford, like that's okay. That's good. Twice I got to meet Whitney because of her. Like, who gonna be mad at that? Not me. Not me. Not me. I remember when Whitney Houston was on Oprah and she said her and Rachel Marin character in The Bodyguard are not the same. Exactly. Because you ain't got to tell Whitney. Exactly. Because you don't have to tell Whitney Houston you try and kill her. But one time, that's what she said on Oprah. Yes. I love Whitney Houston. Yes. I love her sense of humor too, because she was down to earth and she was real. She understand Rachel Marin's world, but Whitney was like, listen, I was born and raised in Newark. Okay. I'm not going to be fighting with you about getting killed, okay? I got you. And yes, you are right. I can't be mad. Yeah, I can't be mad. I can't be mad that she didn't respond. I can't be mad that I didn't get an interview. Like, what am I going to really be mad about? Like, what I got to say about Robin is all positive because, like, she don't know me from a can of paint. And, you know, 2 of my 7 encounters with Whitney was solely because of her. So if anything, I stay in a state of gratitude when it comes to her. Yep. Nippy was so funny and was. She was. Well, that was Tommy's doing about Mariah not liking Whitney. Okay, Tommy Mottola. Okay, Maya. Michael Jackson said the same thing about Tommy as well. Okay. Wow. It's amazing how you get influenced and you know, misdirected by other people. But Tommy Mottola was not only Mariah Carey's husband for a minute or two, but he also was the president of the record label. So ain't no telling. And Mariah was young, ain't no telling, you know, what was going down. Q, you know, she was on Donnie Simpson's show and he did his last show. I know Donnie Simpson, he did his last radio show, right? In DC, the DC area. Yeah, I got to meet Donnie Simpson when I was 12. My aunt listened to him all the time. And in my first visit to Washington, D.C., we wrote him a letter and I got to meet him. And I always loved Whitney's interviews with him because, you know, Donnie Simpson, like, he knew everybody. He was so down to earth. And y'all, I interned on Video Soul, you know, when I was like 19 in college. So I've gotten to meet Donnie Simpson. I worked on a show. I worked on Video Soul. Can y'all believe it? I worked on Video Soul. Like, that's iconic to even be able to say. I interned there, I should say. Yeah, I love Donnie Simpson show. Like, yeah. Thanks for saying that, Kels. Shout out to Donnie Simpson. Did y'all ever see the Elder Barge long hug with Whitney at Kelly Price's party? That gives me chills. Yes, I know. They had a shared struggle and the love was palpable. I love that that they got to hug like that and have a moment. You know, Elder Barge looked like he really loved her. And you could tell Whitney loved him too. Whitney looked like she would have cussed Rachel out. And would. And would. I just miss her. You are so blessed to have met her, girl. I probably would have fainted. Yeah, I wanted to faint and just crawl up in a little ball in a fetal position and just rock back and forth and cry. I never was cool with Whitney. I was always starstruck every single time I met Whitney. Had I not been, I might have been able to have more moments with her, but I was so starstruck. So I am grateful. And I'm glad you used the word blessed instead of lucky, because I don't think my encounters with Whitney had anything to do with luck. It had everything to do with God, manifestation, divine timing, and all of that. So yeah, it's a true blessing and I'm grateful for it. You met Cat Williams or Steve Harvey? No, I never met Cat Williams, but I did meet Steve Harvey. That's a TikTok conversation. That's not for the Whitney page. If so, which one do you, that's a TikTok conversation. Follow me over on TikTok. Wow, video. So y'all aging me? Me too, Tara. Shoot, I'm going to be 50 this year, y'all. 50. I interviewed Whitney when I was 24. It's been 25 years ago. I'm 49. I got what? January, February, March, April, May, June, July. I got 6 more months of being in my 40s. What? Yes, that hug was felt all over, man. Let me just tell you, I just want to melt. I just wanted to melt. People think I'm crazy because I talk about Whitney a lot. Well, they're the one who crazy. You just got to find other people who want to talk with Whitney, with you about Whitney. So come here, go live. There's a bunch of us out here, okay? You ain't got to care about them. Find other Whitney fans. My auntie says TV and pictures don't do her justice. She said Whitney in person stands out. Look, absolutely. And what you guys also need to understand is Whitney's energy, Whitney's spirit was beautiful. Just not her face, just not her stature, but her spirit, how she greeted you, how she made you feel that you were just as important as anybody else in the room. Like Whitney had a way of making you feel like you were somebody too, even though you already are somebody. Some people have can try to make you feel small. Whitney was never about that. So it wasn't just that she was a beautiful person that, physically what we call beautiful, but she also had a beautiful spirit, y'all, a beautiful soul. Like I wouldn't just have a page, a documentary going live to talk about anybody. Trust and believe. I've met a lot of people and I would not put this kind of energy into just anybody. It would have to be special. And Whitney was special. She was. I love it. Yes. I'm a baby. So is Video Soul like my generation's 106 in Park? Give me a little background on Video Soul. Sir, Justin, I'm going to need you to Google. You are also born in a generation where there's more information than ever. I did not grow up with the internet. So all you got to do is put Video Soul on YouTube and you can see what it is. It was not like 106 in Park to me, but it was like, just to give you it was people being interviewed, but just Google it. Donnie Simpson was the host, but Donnie Simpson also was a radio DJ and he's been in radio for 50 years. So a lot of people that came on Video Soul, Donnie Simpson had met time and time and time again. That's why he got the big interviews like with Aretha Franklin at her house and she playing the piano for him going and being on tour with Janet Jackson. Like, he got a lot of exclusive. And I was like, how does God know everybody? Because he knew everybody. He'd been in radio since he was like 15. So, but you have information at your fingertips, Justin. So, we ain't about to educate you. You're going to educate yourself, sir. This is Martin Luther King Day. Okay. And because of him, you got the whole internet. Okay. So go and do some deep dive on Video Soul. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Martin says, I love Video Soul. That's what made me appreciate music. The box and soul of VH1. Yeah. Well, the reason I love Video Soul more is because you actually had a person, Donnie Simpson, asking questions to the artists that we love. And we really didn't have a whole bunch of outside of radio. We really didn't have a lot of places like that on television. There wasn't a lot of talk shows like that. So that's why Donnie Simpson is like an icon. He's an oak tree, you know? So yes, yes, yes. What's your page on name on TikTok? Studio QTV, Kels. I'm gonna go live there and talk about some other things. Just to say what's up. I'm trying to grow my TikTok page. Yeah, I'm trying to grow my TikTok. Donnie is from Detroit. Okay, D-Town, Detroit. And like his parents, I think, owned a record store. And he was on the radio since he's been a teenager. Okay, so he's always been around music. He's known these people that, you know, do music all of his life. So, and he just has a charming personality as well. But when they came on Video Soul, he probably knew them for years, interviewed them for years. So when he was sitting there and it looked like they was best friends, it's because they probably were. They was familiar. I was like, man, everybody's so comfortable with Donnie Simpson. You know? Do you know how Nippy's mother been? No, I don't. But the fact that Sissy Houston is 90 years old is just amazing. So God bless her. I pray that she's doing well. I pray. Q, what was you all's first reaction of Whitney dating Ray J? And did you all see at the funeral when they raised her casket, Ray's seen touching the casket, crying, women's Whitney's age, loving young man? You know, hey, you know, it's whatever Whitney want. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Whitney liked Ray J, then so be it. I remember being at the Beverly Hilton and I saw Ray J, and he was actually going up to Whitney's room at the Beverly Hilton, and I was waiting to say hi to Whitney, and like Whitney didn't know I was there, and so when Ray J came, I was like, Ray J, please tell Whitney hi, I'm downstairs, whatever I said. Took a picture with Ray J, whatever. Ray J went upstairs. Later on, when Ray J came down, and I was talking to Whitney, Whitney was like, I want to introduce you to my friend Ray. I was like, don't nobody care about Ray J when Whitney Houston is standing right here. Whitney's so nice. She up there trying to introduce us to Ray J. We love you, Whitney Houston. Okay, that's Brandy's little brother. We here for you. She was so sweet. She was, yeah. So, but I don't have no opinion on, you know, that. Like, if she want to hang out with Ray J and she liked him, fine. But me, I'm there to see Whitney Houston. Okay. I was like, Whitney, anyway, we're trying to see you, girl. Wait, Q. That was in 2000. Wasn't she still? No. This was a different time, Pooh. This was when I lived in LA. And what year was it? I can't remember what year it was, but Whitney performed at the, you know, it was one of the years like she performed at the she always performed at the Clive Davis's pre-Grammy party, but that's when she was dealing with Ray J. And we saw Ray, and I was like, oh, Whitney's here. Ray J is coming. He going upstairs. I talked to him. But when I was actually talking to Whitney, she tried to introduce us to Ray. She's so nice. Oh, I want to introduce you to my. First of all, Whitney, we know that's Ray J. And his name is not Ray J. That's Brandy's little brother. And third of all, if Ray J is standing next to you, only you matter to me. I was like, Whitney. But yeah. Yes. Okay, the Roy Jones Jr. fight. She was still married to Bobby because the Roy Jones Jr. fight was in 2000. Ray J was way, I don't know what year it was, 2012. I don't know. It could have been 12, but maybe it was 2009. I don't know. Yeah. But in my picture, you can see Ray J in the back talking to somebody. In that picture, I looked a hot mess. I was standing next to Whitney's friend. I was like, ooh, Whitney, this is nice. It was all soft. Yes, yes, yes. Well, okay, you guys. Shout out to everybody on Instagram who logged in and said what's up. I know you can't really comment. I'm seeing everybody on Instagram. What's up, Stormy? I see Stormy on Instagram. Tasha Cobb. Let's see, Larry Beeman, Dion Houston, Mark Brown, the singer. Yes. Shout out to all of you on Instagram. You guys can't comment, but you can click the link in my bio and you could have, joined us on YouTube. But when you in Instagram, you don't want to leave Instagram. When you're on YouTube, you ain't trying to leave YouTube. When you're on TikTok, you ain't trying to go outside of TikTok. So I get it. But StreamYard doesn't allow Instagram to comment. It also doesn't allow groups to comment. So when I go live in Nippy Cousins from StreamYard, the Nippy Cousins private group, it doesn't allow you to comment either. You can only comment if you're on YouTube or Facebook. I think Twitter can now comment, but I never really go live on Twitter. So, yeah. So I just wanted to shout you guys out on Martin Luther King birthday. You know what I'm saying? MLK for a king, celebrate. I'm gonna go on TikTok a little later. I'm gonna take a little a power rest, and then 2010 probably so. Maya, you good with dates. You listen. Maya is an investigator. Okay, Maya be knowing things. You know what, Talisa? I'm not putting that on the screen, Talisa. You crazy. He seems like a very nice guy. Listen, every time I encountered Ray J, I just didn't meet with, I met Ray J with Whitney, but I also, the first time I met Ray J was on the set of Moesha. My first trip to LA, the person I went to see, mentor, worked on Moesha. So I met Brandy, I met Chip Fields, I met Alexis Fields, Chip Fields' daughter, and I met Ray J. So yeah, and he's always been nice, just like Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown has always been nice, approachable, kind. Now, so nice people in terms of, just me connecting. Sherry Kaufman, happy MLK Day. Happy MLK Day to you too. Much love to all. Much love back to you. No, it wasn't her, Maya. But you do got to check me sometimes because listen, I can get it messed up. Do you like Petula Clark? So beautiful, legendary in the word. I have to that name sounds familiar, but I have to double check because I don't want to say yes and I don't really remember who you're talking about. You know what, Ashley? I do know who Tasha Cobb is. Tasha Cobb is in my playlist. Break every chain. See, I just messed you up, Ashley. I just messed you up. And look, you're going to chime in with her, Maya. Y'all ain't right. The mamaist. Hey, I'm a multi-talented artist from Gary, Indiana, currently in Charlotte. Well, shout out to you, multi-talented artist. Shout out to you. Thank you for joining the chat. Hi there, sis. John from New Jersey here. What's up, John? In Whitney's home state, hometown. Tara, thank you, Q. Huge shout out to you. We appreciate you heading into work. Happy MLK Day, everyone. Well, thank you so much, Tara. I'm heading out too. Is it Tara or Tara? Because I think I'm messing it up. But thank you, Tara. Appreciate you for checking in. And thank you for the love. Yes. Whose birthday is? Happy birthday, Martin. Yes. Look, why I say who is Martin, and you talking about Martin Luther King, I know. See, the later it gets, this really past my bedtime. I'm usually falling to sleep around this time because I get up so early in the morning. So by the time it's 9 o'clock, I feel like I've been up for 24 hours. Happy birthday, Martin. We're so appreciative of the sacrifice you made for us. Yes. Sing, celebrate. Yes, Talisa. Ditto. Yeah, we talked about that, Trevor. We talked about that a little earlier. John, were you the sis that met my idol Nippy? Indeed, John, I am the girl. Okay, yes, I am. I met our queen, Whitney Houston, many, many years ago. You're silly. When is your birthday? I'm a Cancer. July 19th, y'all. I'm gonna be, y'all, this how old I'm gonna be, 50. Listen, when I was younger, 25 was old to me. Now I'm twice that. Okay. Okay. What's up, Patricia? What's going on? You were so beautiful. Well, thank you, Jackson. I appreciate that. I'll take it. I'll take all compliments in 2024. Okay. And will, and will, and will. Just subscribe to your YouTube, was following. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you for doing that. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining the chat. Thank you for saying what's up. Thank you so much. Don't look like you're about to be, but I am. I am. And I appreciate that love. Keep it coming. Keep the compliment. Y'all know my love language is words of affirmations. Okay. And kind words, all of that. So keep the love coming all 2024. I'm an Aquarius, Sun Cancer, Moon, Sag rising. I'm silly too. That's me. Oh, you a comedian too? Well, I'm not a comedian, but I sure enough like to laugh. And I don't know what I am. That sounds like a whole thing. Aquarius, Sun, Cancer, Moon, Sag rising. Listen, I'm going to have to go to a whole astrologist to find out all of that for myself. And is my, how I'm gonna go on TikTok? It's gonna be TikTok. I'm gonna be talking like Barry White. Hey everybody on TikTok. But I am. I made a commitment to myself. I'm gonna go live on TikTok. So I'm gonna go. I won't be talking about Whitney, maybe a little bit, but it'll be about other stuff. But I just had to shout you guys out first, all my Whitney peoples, because man, did we have a time last year or what? Like I have like probably over 80 live streams that you can binge watch on Patreon, and you can just go and watch and see how much fun we had last year. Okay. I'm still trying to work out what I'm going to do this year and how I'm going to make it work, because I've got so many other things to do that I didn't get a chance to do because I was dedicated to y'all. I was dedicated to y'all. What we doing for your birthday? I don't know. Like, I don't know, but I got to come up with something that's going to be memorable, because you only turn 50 once if you get the opportunity to even turn 50. Like, growing older is a gift. So I got to figure out something. It don't have to be big. It don't have to be small, but it do got to be something. So yes, give me some ideas. Give me some ideas. It's okay. It's okay, Q. We killing the game. Just get more beautiful. I would be 53 and I'm loving it. Okay. I'm coming into the club, Talisa. Welcome to the 50 club. Yeah, I got 6 more months. 6 more months. God willing, and the creek don't rise. I'll see you there. I'll see you there. Oh, I was talking about Donnie. Girl, why I didn't give Ray J your green eyes? Yes, everybody talked about Donnie Simpson's green eyes. I did a whole little sidebar on Ray J, and he ain't got green eyes to first, Kels. Thank you for correcting me. See? It was like, ain't nobody talking about Ray J. I'm talking about Donnie Simpson and his. Yes, and people comment, they were so beautiful. And he's short, y'all. Y'all know he's short. He's mad. Not you you an astrologer? Okay. I'm gonna hit you up. Okay, I gotta get my birth certificate out, because I know y'all need what time you was born and all that kind of stuff. Man, I don't know nothing about the signs. I mean, I know a little bit about mine, but not really. Sorry for all the Whitney messages. My bad. No, you good. You good, John. You good. Patricia, did Bette ever say why she left Whitney's band along with Ricky Minor? I have never found out the answer in an interview. You know what, Patricia? She did not, but I also did not ask her. That would have been a great question. But you know what? Maybe I could reach out to her and do another interview and can ask that. Continue the conversation and ask that. That's a really good question. Really good question. I just got an idea. Just get you 5 You know what? I ain't putting your stuff on the screen. You silly, but funny. You crack me up. 23. Listen, was it not a time, Maya? Was it not? Listen, sometimes we were on live for 4 hours straight. Everybody on the screen. It was lit. It was lit. Listen, you guys helped make my 2023 one of the best ever. I appreciate all of you, especially the ones I jumped off the screen and went to New Jersey with. Shout out to all of you guys. Small world. Monique Houston was married to Gary, and I babysit in Montclair. But did you babysit for Monique, John? Come on, make the ends come closer. Were y'all just living in the same place, Montclair, New Jersey? I love your personality, and I remember watching you win the Whitney. Yes, that was one of the best days of my life. And thank you for that kind compliment. Yes, yeah. Listen, you missed out. Listen, if you join my Patreon at any point in time, and you go and check out some of those old live streams, some of them just a month ago. Listen, all we did was laugh. Okay, you would have fit right on in. You would have fit right on in. So you guys, I'm going to put my, my Patreon link. And then I'm going to get up off of here because I promised myself I was going to go, let me find my link. I was going to go live on TikTok. TikTok is a different vibe, so I'm gonna take a power nap. Hopefully I just don't fall asleep and say I'm going live tomorrow, but I want to do it on MLK Day. Okay. And so I gotta do it before 10. Cause like when I tell you it's my bedtime, it is my bedtime. Let's see. Join my Patreon. I've got so much Whitney content on Patreon. I just have to promote it so you guys know. So you'll be seeing a lot of me promoted within Patreon and on my Whitney pages. It's not a Whitney Houston Patreon. It's a Studio Q Patreon. But because I love Whitney Houston and I've interviewed a lot of people who knew Whitney in my documentary, as well as, just on GP, I got a lot of content just about her. So, there's my link to my Patreon. I put it in the chat. Thank you guys for joining with me, laughing with me. Happy New Year. Yes, Maya, we definitely did. 4 hours knowing we had to go to work the next. Exactly. But we had a good time. We had such a good time. But listen, 2023 drained me. So I got to get my rest. But I will be going live. I just have to, figure out the when and the why. So I'm not giving any dates or anything as of yet because I don't want to be lying to nobody. We already know Q can be consistent from 2023. Check the receipts. I'm consistent. Show me the receipts. I got the receipts of consistency. So now I just have to figure out how I can still be consistent, still give, connect, but still get the rest of my stuff done. So I'm figuring that out, you guys. I'm figuring that out. Setting alarms to catch the beginning. I know, right? We have fun though. Did we not laugh? We had some fun, y'all. What's up, John? I love you. You rock. You rock too, John. Thank you for joining. Good night, Maya. Much love to you. See you soon. Same to you. Same to you. Thank you for joining and coming through. Thanks for all. I'm a Whitney fan. I'm a fan of Whitney. Well, you was in the right place, Jackson. Thank you for joining the chat. Let us know when the party is. And will, Sherry. You know what I'm saying? I got 6 months. 6 months. Sissy did drive down my street one time and my mom flipped out. I would too. Is that Sissy Houston? Did she give birth to the voice? Come on back, Sissy. Come on back. Oh gosh. Good night, Ashley. Good night. I'm gonna listen to some Tasha Cobb and dedicate it to you tonight. With you and your jokes. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on For the Love of Whitney Facebook page. I appreciate you rocking with your girl on Martin Luther King Day. I just wanted to come and say hello. I don't know when the next time I'm going to go live, but when I do, I hope you join me and we can reconnect and talk about Whitney and love on her. You know what I'm saying? Until then, have a great, great week, a great rest of January. Good night, Quincy. Quincy DB. Oh, thank you. Good night, Quincy and Nippy Voice. Always love you. Back at you, PJ. Make sure you take pictures and go live and share your experience. Thank you for shouting me out. Absolutely, John. Good night, Royal Majesty. Good night. Good night. I got exactly 1 month to my birthday, February 15th. Well, happy birthday in advance, the Mammoth. How I pronounce it? The Mama Mist? The Mama Mist. Happy early birthday to you. Okay. February 15th. Okay. Good night, Vanessa. I enjoyed this. I have missed you all. I have missed you too, Vanessa. Thank you so much for all of your positivity. I always feel love and light whenever I see your name, and I appreciate you. Sherry, thank you, Quincy. All good night. Good night to you, Sherry. Thank you so much. I love you, Q. I love you back, Mega Mac World. Yes. Mama Miss, you got it right. Yes, I got it right. Yes. Because you know what? I can butcher some names, Mama Miss. So I'm glad that you put it like that, like Mama Miss. You know what I'm saying? In the chat, so that like going forward, when I see your name again, I'll be able to pronounce it right the first time. So shout out to you. Thank you. Much success later, beautiful. Have a great night. Thank you so much. Well, thank you guys. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. I know I wasn't able to respond to anything you may have said in the chat, but I'll be going live directly from Instagram so we can connect as well in the future. All right. Night, guys. Happy MLK Day, and thanks for joining me. For a king, celebrate. Sing, sing, celebrate.